Hi everyone, and welcome to my little corner of the art world again. So today's a Sunday, hubby's at work, I'm all alone until lunchtime, so I thought I would do some pages in my self-care journal. I was going through some old things that I have, and I came up with this lovely quote. It says, "A healthy self-love means we have no compulsion to justify ourselves to others, why we take vacations, why we sleep late, why we buy new clothes, why we spoil ourselves from time to time. We feel comfortable doing things which add quality and beauty to life." I thought it was a really nice quote, and it belonged in my journal. So I gathered lots of little scraps here. This was a heart that I cut out of my masterboard, which I don't have much left of actually. I think this is about it. This is all I've got left out of my masterboard, so I need to make myself a new one. And if people are interested, I could do that, a video on this. So I got that. I want him for something else, so I'm not going to use him. But I've got scraps here and scraps, and I thought blue, because blue for me is a very healing colour. And these scraps I thought I'd use because, well, I've never thought of anything to use these for. It doesn't actually snow in Australia. So, yeah, so I just thought I would start. And as normal, I don't have a real plan or anything other than I'm going to use 2 pages and this quote. So I'll be back in a minute and we'll start. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to put the cat away while I remember, otherwise it might get torn or something. So I'm going to put my scrap papers under here like this. They're getting a bit covered, so they're looking pretty good. Okay, so let's just start. I'm going to put that over there. I have gessoed these pages. I tend to do a few at a time when I've got my gesso out in different journals that I have, so that they're ready to use. I might use this one first. I'm just going to tear it like this, and I might tear it like that. Yeah, that'll do. I might I don't think I have any blue ink, so I might have to use a different colour, maybe I might use orange. Yeah, I'm going to use orange. I don't know why, other than I want to use orange. Right. Don't know why. I just felt like using orange. So how is everyone today, or whenever you see this? I don't know. It's the 1st of March today, and surprisingly really cold here today. And it's been hot and humid for months, and I woke up this morning and it's 10 degrees. which when you've been having 37 and 38 degree days is actually a bit of a shock to the system to wake up and it's 10. So, yes, I was not too brave this morning taking the dog out for a walk. I had a jumper on and a beanie and all sorts. I need a piece of paper for my gluing. So I'm using just Elmer's Glue All to glue these down with. So, because it was so cold this morning, mind you, I am talking like 5:30 this morning, sun hadn't even risen yet, the dog got an extra long walk because he and I like the cold better than the heat. He doesn't do well in the heat at all. So he was very excited to get a nice long walk this morning. It was actually quite nice. And we watched the sun rise as we were walking. It was very red and glowy as it is. But apparently the weatherman said that we're going to have a very dry autumn here in West Australia. So that's not good because our dams need water. I'll just bring this forward so I can see that it's on the corner. Okay. That's a bit interesting. I don't really do that because I've got that in the middle. I could sort of tear it down the middle. Or I could cut it down the middle. With me cutty thing. Which makes life much easier than trying to cut a straight line. Because I don't cut straight lines. I'm terrible at things like that. Yep, I like that too. I have no idea what I'm doing here. This is the beauty for me for art journaling, is I just sometimes get a like a quote or something, and then I just go with the flow. Does this have words on it? Yes, it does. So I'll put the words the right way up, like that. And yeah. And sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. And if they don't, then you just, or I just cover it in paste or more paper and start again. No big loss when you're using scraps. Yep, that's it there. So I'm just going to put that there like that. Willow is barking at the birds who are making a lot of noise outside, obviously because it's a bit cooler today. There we go. I like that. So far, so good. What else can we put on here? What about... No, is that too fat? Because then it's covering up most of my blue thing, but then when it's stuck down you'll be able to see it. I can't do that with that. I need some Mod Podge and a Mod Podge and a paintbrush of some kind. Oh, okay. Just a sec. Okay, I'm back. I had to go and get a paintbrush that I use for my Mod Podge. And I like that. You are unique, so I'm going to stick that over in that corner. Like that. I like that. And if I... Where's my saying? Over there. Okay, we can just tear that a bit like that. Okay, I like that, and that's going to go there like that. I'm going to put that down there, and oh, I've got a heart I can stick there. Do I need to paint or something in here first or after? I can always ink it after. I've never inked stuff before, but it does look nice. So let's do that just for now. I've got some Mod Podge over there, so I'm just going to put this down here so I can reach it. I've got my plastic paint lid. Okay, just going to put some in the corner. I do need to get some more paint brushes, these ones, the big ones, because the bristles are coming off. And there's nothing more annoying than if you're putting stuff on and then your bristles come off and stick into it. There we go, it's good. And I'll say I'm going to put here. going to Mod Podge over that yet because I want to put some colour over that. So that's cool, and then I've got the fan on, believe it or not, even though it's cold. I've got the fan on to keep the air moving. And it's blowing everything off my desk. He's not happy about something out there. So you can see stuff through there. Right, so I might put that there, but I want something in that corner. So what can I put in the corner? Might as well use this bits up. I kind of like that, so I might just tear that off there. What you can see, I'll put my thing down there. So when you're doing stuff like this, collaging and stuff, you can use, you know, things you've got laying around, and okay, that's not gonna, it's just showing the corner, never mind. It is what it is. I like that. That kind of goes with that. Hopefully that sticks down a bit. Okay. That's what we've got so far. Have we got something we can put in this corner? What I might do before I do that is put some orange distressing on it, because I do like the orange. I've never coloured in with this before. This should be interesting, hey? Because this does come off with water, so you've got to be a bit careful. Yep. I like that, as bizarre as it looks. And I might... Do I need to put something in there? Or I might wait till that dries and do some stenciling or something over there, or draw something. So where's my heart? I'm going to stick my heart. I might stick it there, like that. What do you think? I wonder if this will stick it. Might as well use it. All right, I'm going to let that dry, clean up my desk a bit, and I will be back. Okay guys, I'm back. So while this was drying a little bit, I attacked my stash and I got a piece of ribbon that you can see here, some little figurines. I got some white permanent ink and a little thing there, and I'm going to attempt to just put, these aren't stuck down. I just thought these would look interesting on there, but I'm going to use one of these and see if I can put some little stamps on here just to make it a bit more interesting. And I'm just going to use, like, I might use this, see if I can, if it works. I don't know if it will, but let's have a look. I'll put it up there a bit. Does it work? A little bit, not great. Let's try down here. No, so maybe I can use a bit of my cheapy moulding paste and see if that works. Just to give it a bit more texture, I need a tiny little thing. So I'm going to start up here. And I do have a bit of, I have to put a bit of cardboard under there just to give it a bit of extra support while I do this. Oh yeah, that's good. Don't need much more than that. Just put a bit down here. Yep. What about this one? I might put some there. So this is a tiny little stencil that I got from Kmart. Cost a couple of dollars. You don't need to get really expensive things when you do art journaling. Of course you can. You can get lots of nice things that cost, well, not that, a lot of them aren't expensive, but they are if you don't have money. You know what I mean? Like when I was painting, I always got really cheap canvases and cheaper paints. because for me it was just about having fun and doing things. So you don't have to buy expensive things. You don't have to buy things at all. You can look in magazines, or you can go to Kmart and get a big packet of this for $8 rather than spending $40 or $50 online, or $30. I don't know how much they are online. I've never looked, to be honest. I'm just going to go and pop this in some water before it hardens. Okay, I'm back. That stuff from Kmart is water soluble as long as you get it while it's still wet. So I had to go and do it before it dried. And I was going to put some of this. I don't know where I want to put it. I might put a piece there. That looks good. And for this, I'm going to use this glue because it's a bit stronger when you're doing material, if it wants to come out. It is nearly empty, I think. So I need to get a new one. I'm going to put that there, like that. Nice. Don't lose my pen. And then I'm going to put a bit there. That's my dog digging my yoga mat up. And these are old bits of ribbon from years ago when I used to sew. Haven't sewn for years. Because nobody wants things that you sew anymore. No, I just like those two pieces, so I'm going to pop that back in there so it doesn't dry out. Okay, and then I'm going to put these on here. So these are stickers, and these were cheapy stickers as well. And I'm going to put her there where it says positive. I did put a bit of ink on these because they were very white. Don't really like stickers where they have lots of white around them, but when you don't pay a lot for them, that's what you get. So it is what it is. If I was really good at fussy cutting, I suppose I could cut all the way around there, but I'm not. I do cut a bit of the white off, but I'm not great at the actual fussy cutting bit. There we go. She can sit there. And then I've got a little girl here who is sitting cross-legged. And she can go here, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go around my heart I might do it in gold. I was going to do it in black, but it's already got the black in it. So I'm going to just turn it around and go around. I don't know if you can still see that. There we go. Gold, just outline it. I don't know if you can actually see that. Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. And these pens have got a tip that's thin and a tip that's used for dotting. So I'm just going to go around the outside. I have got so many art supplies hanging around the house. I really need to use them up. Some of them I had for so long, like years, that I go to use them and they're all dried up. Which is good and bad. It's good because I'm using up stuff, and bad because I should have used them up before they dried up. So we got some dots around there. I might, it needs just to be trimmed off with my little scissors. I'm going to put some gold dots in here like this. Should we put some dots on here like this, where these snowflakes are? Why not? I did put some Mod Podge over this while it was drying, just to seal it, because it's distressed inks, and those inks do, if you get them wet, they do run. So I just wanted to seal it in. And then I wanted to put some words in. I don't know if I've left enough room. Maybe over here. I wanted to put oh, you can't really see that, so maybe another colour. This is what it's all about, this page. Maybe that needs to be a bit thicker. Do we have a thicker one? better. Okay, so that's my page for today in my journal. I don't think I'm going to do anything more to that. Like I said before, some people like really messy or full backgrounds. I tend to like mine to be a bit more simple. But that was it for today. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up or subscribing to my channel. And until next time, please take care. And remember, you are unique. See you next time. Bye for now.